Okay, so the next question, question number 18th. The sum of 4th and 8th terms of an AP is 24. So sum of 4th and 8th, 4th term and 8th term. Sum of 4th and 8th term is 24. Equation number 1. And the sum of 6th and 10th term is 6th term and 10th term is 44. Okay. So again here we use AN formula, which is A plus N minus 1 into D for each of the terms. A4 means A plus 3D plus A8 means A plus 7D is equals to 24. We simplify this equation, we get 2A plus 3D plus 7D is 10D is equals to 24. Okay, now you see 2 is a factor throughout. So what do? I divide both the sides by 2 to simplify the equation. So that will give me A plus 5t is equals to 12. So this is your equation number 1. Alright. Same way we substitute the values of A6, A10 and simplify. So we get A plus 5t. A10 is A plus 9d is 44. We simplify, we get 2A plus 14d is equals to 44. We divide by 2 on both the sides, so we get A plus 7d is equals to 22. Why? Because 2 is a factor throughout, so I can divide by the same number on both the sides. Okay, so these are the two equations we get. Now these are two equations in terms of A and D. These are two linear equations which can be solved by substitution or elimination method. Let us do this question by substitution method. So here what I'll do, I'll find A value, which is 12 minus 5d. Plus 5d becomes minus 5d. And this value of A, I substitute it here for this A. So 12 minus 5d plus 7d is as it is equals to 22. So 12 is as it is, minus 5d plus 7d will give you plus 2d is equals to 22. So 2d is equals to this 22 minus 12 will give us 10. So common difference value is 5 here. We got d value. How do we find a value? A value will be this value of 5. I substitute it here. So 5 into 5, 25. 12 minus 25 will give you minus 13. The question is, find the first 3 terms of the AP. So the first 3 terms of the AP. So if you remember, the first 3 terms will be written as A plus D, A plus 2D. First term, second term, third term. So we know A and D values, we can just substitute. A is minus 13, so minus 13. Minus 13 plus 5 is minus 8. Minus 13 plus 2 into 5. 2 into D is 5. So this is 10 and minus 13 will give us minus 3. So these are the first 3 terms of the AP. Alright, so the next question, question number 19. The question is, Subbarao started work in 1995 at an annual salary of 5,000 and received an increment of 200 each year. So he started with what amount? 5,000 amount. Okay. And received an increment of 200 each year. Alright, so received an increment of 2 years. So this is the first year. The salary in the second year, you add 200. So 5,200 because 200 is the increment. Again you add 200 because 200 is the increment every year. So this is how the salary, we can write it in the AP form. First one salary, first year salary, second year, third year, and so on. Now if you observe here, A is 5,000, common difference value is 200, this minus this. And it's also directly given in the question that the increment is 200 each year. So that directly tells you the common difference value as 200. In which year did his income reach 7,000? So in which year? So this is the AP, and some year it becomes 7,000. So in which year? Meaning they're asking n value. N is question mark. And this 7,000 is the last term of this AP. So we write it as AN as 7,000, the last term. Okay. So we know A, D, AN, and N is the unknown value here. Alright. So AN, we use a formula which is A plus n minus 1 into d is equals to 7,000. So for a n, I've substituted the formula, and now in this formula we'll substitute a and d values from here and solve this equation. So we get 5,000 plus n minus 1 into the common difference value is 200 is equals to 7,000. So 5,000, you subtract it, you get n minus 1 into 200 is equal to 7,000 minus 5,000 is 2,000. So n minus 1 is 2,000 by 200, that will give you 10. So n is 10 plus 1, which is 11. So what does that mean? In which year did his income reach 7,000? So in the 11th year, his income reached 7,000. So basically, 7 in this sequence, first term, second term, third term, fourth, fifth, sixth, like this is going to be the 11th term of the cycle. Okay. So next question, question number 20. Rampali saved rupee 5 in the first week of a year and then increased her weekly savings by 1.75. So in the first week, Rampali starts, this is question number 20, Rampali starts with rupees 5. First week. Second week, so weekly there is a saving of 1.75 each. So second week, 5 plus 1.75 will become 6.75. Third week, again, whatever is the saving here, plus 1.75, because the weekly saving is 1.75. So 6.75 plus 1.75 will give you 8.5. And so on. So we've written the first 3 terms. You can write the first 4 terms as well. Dash, dash, dash. This is your AP here. If in the nth week, her weekly savings become 20.75. So like this, in some week, nth week, the weekly saving is 20.75. Okay, this is the first week, second week, savings, third week, and this is the saving in some week, nth week, we call it. So this is the last term here in this. The question is, find n. Okay, so what is given here in the question is 5. Common difference is 1.75, which you can subtract this minus this, or this minus this. Or you can directly write from the question, because it's given when they say increased her weekly saving by 1.75, that means it's a common difference value they're talking about. Okay, and this is the last term here, so we denote the last term by an. An is 20.75. What are we supposed to find? N value. In which week her weekly saving became 20.75. So an is 20.75. We'll use the formula for an, which is a plus. So this is the equation here. Now we know a and d values, we substitute it here and simplify. So 5 plus n minus 1 into common difference value is 1.75 is equals to 20.75. We simplify. This 5 goes to the other side, we subtract. So n minus 1 into 1.75 is equals to 20.75 minus 5. So that gives you 15.75. So n minus 1 will be equal to 1.75 is a multiplication. So when it goes to the other side, it becomes division. Okay. Now after the decimal, there are 2 digits here, 2 digits here. So we can just remove the decimal. Now 175 and 1575, 5 is a factor, or you can cancel by 25 directly. So 25 into 7 and 25 into 6 is 150. 7 is the remainder, 75 means 25 into 3. 7 and 63, 1s are and 9s are. So we get n minus 1 as 10. So n becomes, this minus 1 goes that side, becomes plus 1. 9 plus 1 is 10. So if in the nth week her weekly saving became 20.75, find n. So that means in the 10th week her weekly salary, her weekly saving became 20.75. Okay. So with this question we finish exercise 5.2. I hope you have understood all the questions what I have done in this exercise 5.2. If you have any questions or doubts, feel free to ask in the comments below. Okay. If this video was helpful to you, do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.